Today we're gonna speed paint some skeletons from Massive Darkness 2. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. These skeletons were primed with the matte black primer from the army painter, and we're going to be doing a couple layers of dry brushing. We're going to start off with some Ghoul gray. This is a D&D unique paint from the army painter. We're going to get that on your brush, and you're going to pretty much want to cover the entire thing with this, but keeping some of that black underneath, so you're doing like a first highlight here. And then we're doing some matte white army painter paint, and we're using a smaller dry brush just to try and get the raised edges, not to get too much more into the cracks and all that, so that we keep this highlighted, because we're going to be using some speed paints on this skeleton today, folks. And this is what we call a Zenithal highlighting as well, but it's a different kind of Zenithal highlighting because a lot of times you use airbrushing or primer cans. This time I'm doing like a dry brush to keep like an undertone of the darkness. So Pallid bone will be our first speed paint that we're using. This is going to be on the skeleton parts. So he has these like little parts that are protruding of his you know, skeleton bones. What's kind of funny is actually his right arm there is missing a part that's not attached to his body anymore. It's the same thing with his left leg. He's only got like his ankle that's still attached to his foot. So I don't know how these guys move around and they don't fall apart, but anyways. And to do all the studded leather, we're going to be using hardened leather. So this is a very light brown, not too dark. We're going to get this on like all the clothing part of this miniature. You want to try and avoid like the straps and that, because we're going to be doing that in a different color. Very beautiful color, by the way. Some sand golem now. This has a little bit more of a yellowish tint to it. We're going to do that on the top part of his helmet. We're going to do that for the belts, and we're also going to do it for his boots as well. We're also going to do that for the straps on his shield. Dark wood is next, and this is for the shield itself. Beautiful wood color. As you can see, because this is all army painter products underneath, the speed paint is adhering very nicely to it. Now, I didn't show you how I painted all the other minis, like the other skeletons, because, I mean, what's the point, right? I use speed paint, but I changed the coloration on each one of them so that they're different on the table. We're using some holy white right now on the cape because I use a whole bunch of different browns and some blues and other colors on the other ones. You'll see them all. You saw them in the picture. You'll see them all rotating at the end as well to see a good glimpse. As well as the mob leader, I actually did a beautiful slaughter red on his cape. Turns out looking amazing. Now we're pretty much finishing off these miniatures with some shining silver. We're going to be doing this on all the armor. Now you could add a wash to this, or a shade, or even if you wanted to put another speed paint on top of these, on top of this shining silver, you could do that. I actually should have left that sword part as the dry brushing, because it actually looked like a stone sword. It looked really nice, but you know, I already started. Now the fun part was all these little studs on the studded leather, doing that with the shining silver as well. That was a long part. There you go, folks. The skeletons are already painted, ready for the table. And you know what? Speed painting them all was really fast and simple. It was a one coat thing, and as you can see, they're all nicely colored, different shades and this and that. I want to thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.